Yeah, it's giving her. Well, check out this old beaut I just hauled home today. Hey, you seem to like it. Hey. Comes with no key, no choke. Whoops, I broke the windshield a bit more. And almost no intake boots here. Baby looks like she's cracked straight through, especially along the top there. So, first things first, I think. So I'm gonna pop off this air box and get to them carburetors nice and easily. Fuel lines feel nice and soft. The thing there is a little bit loose, but that might not be too big of a deal, at least right now anyways. I literally know nothing about this sled. I don't know how long it's been since it was last running. This gas smells really good, like it was just poured in there. Honestly, almost too good. Almost makes me wonder if right before they brought it to my buddy to fix there, they didn't try putting fresh gas in it or something to see if they could get it started. I don't know. The guy who bought it likes to buy cheaper sleds and take them to my buddy to get fixed up and then sell them at a profit. But he didn't realize this thing was this rough until he went and got it, so he said if somebody comes along and gives him 600 bucks for it, he'd let it go. So, of course, I was that person to give him 600 bucks. And this is the reason why. Look at this track. I guess, you know, you can see it's got some miles on the top of the lugs there, but like, dang, that is a nice track, man. I've looked this over and I haven't found one crack. The adjusters even look like they got a lot of travel left. Not to mention, you can actually see where that bolt was backed out. I never noticed that until right now. Man, it looks like this thing just had a fresh track put on it. Kind of wonder if maybe they did a whole bunch of work. Looks like it's got new plugs. Maybe they put new plugs, cleaned the carbs, and it still didn't run good, and they just said, I'm done with it, I'm selling it. I think that's what happened here. Oh, I love these kind of deals. I live for deals like this. But yeah, I mean, it is beaten, you know, like the hood corners here are all just mangled. I don't even know how that happens. Never seen one that bad. So we'll pop out these two screws. Well, there's supposed to be a screw right under this wing here for the fuel valve. Just goes straight through that bracket and goes into the box. But I think that's been pre-removed for us, so right on. Looks like I'm gonna have to pop off this ignition box deal. And maybe this block. There's a lot of hoses coming out of that baby. Too bad it doesn't have electric start. That would have been just dope. Let's check this chain case oil real quick. Oh, nothing on her. Nothing. That looks pretty empty to me, man. Well, we'll have to investigate that here in a bit. Once I get it running, then we'll think about the chain case. If I gotta fill that baby up with some non-synthetic Lucas, so be it. Oh, that one was already loose. Of course, the only flat I got in the shed is my tweaker flat. I'm just baffled by this. These hoses are going up into the handlebars? Like, why? That can't be for fuel. Is that vacuum or something? What the heck, man? Or is it just some sort of elaborate venting system? I'll just remove it out of there, off of this box, so I can get that out. Stop getting sidetracked. This is the apparatus I was tripping out on there. It sat on the side, it went into the air box there. Two of these hoses are going up into the friggin' handlebars, of all places. The other two go to these blocks, which then each split out to different ports on the carburetors. It's got to be just a venting system of some kind. It seems to have some sort of adjustment right here. I don't know, I'm not going to touch that thing. Honestly, I probably won't even unplug any of them. Basically the plan is I'm just going to massage it into, oh my goodness. Oh, now that I can actually move this, look at how bad that is. Look, I can just pull it right out of there. Look at that, man. What? I don't know, I could already tell these carbs' throttle plate plunger things are all out of sync, because when I snap the throttle here, I don't know how well that'll come out on camera, but I'm hearing 3 individual clicks as I let off the throttle, telling me that each one of these plungers are all landing at a different time. Oh, my butterfly woke up. Wonder if he'll live all winter. Look at all the, you can't see it, but there's a whole bunch of scoring inside here. That tells me this thing probably has some miles on her. Probably a lot more than 6,000 like the odometer says. I'm just worried about getting these vacuum lines or whatever the heck they are, vent lines, mixed up. If they're vent lines, there's probably not much to screw up, but which I'm pretty sure is what they are. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. I need to do some research and figure out what all this goofy stuff is. All these choke plungers are loose. I'd say this baby was sitting for 3 years at the minimum. Oh yeah, that gas is nice and orange. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's really old gas. Very clean. Well, it doesn't smell the greatest, but they're very clean. At least the bowl is anyway. I'll pop the jets out and we'll see. I don't think I'm seeing quite as much light through that as I should be, so I think I'm going to clean these jets. Of course, I don't have even near the right tool to do this in the shed. That ain't going to stop me. Well, the main jet's clean as a whistle. That off a little bit and get it all over the gasket. You should really get this brutally strong carb cleaner on the gasket. Just kidding, don't do that. Same thing, really clean but really stinks. Oh yeah, this baby's totally open. Oh, look at that. This idle jet's actually right plugged. Holy! I'm impressed, Handycam. That was like lightning focus. What do you think, you're brand new or something? So the middle cylinder would have never idled. Also very clean. That main jet looks about the same as the last main jet. I'm not even going to bother focusing it. Well, this idle jet isn't plugged, but it looks like the first one where it's just a microscopic sized hole. I don't think it's supposed to be that small, so she's partially plugged. Alright, well I just noticed these little deals. I already took this one out. Just looks like a little jet or something. Except it's not where the fuel is, it's where the air is coming into the carburetor. I'm guessing for whatever reason this is letting in a specific amount of vacuum that's only there when the throttle is open. It's not manifold vacuum. I don't know, man. But whatever, I'll take those little jets out and put them in their corresponding cups of carb cleaner here. One for the third carburetor here, plugged right off. What about the first one? Well, you can see through it, but she's getting soaked anyway. Flipping up on your top. Alright, it's been a couple of days, might as well get these carbs back together. Look at how green it is in there. yeah, she's clean as a whistle now. Remember how it was just a little pinhole before? That's more appropriate right there. Okay, this is ready to go in. I forgot to spray out the passages in the carburetor. I'm not even going to bother with the needle and seat. I don't recommend being lazy and not going through the whole carburetor, but basically that's what I'm doing right now. Can't forget about our little tiny air jet or whatever it is. Oh yeah, much better. Oops. Wow. I didn't think they were that dirty. Oh yeah. Okay, that was coming out of the idle jet, so that's what this is. This is only letting in so much air into the fuel stream for the idle circuit. Whereas on like my 440, it has an adjustable air screw for the idle circuit. This little air jet is replacing the adjustment screw, from my understanding of it anyway. Carb is back together. Squeaky clean main. Squeaky clean idle. Oh, flip. Clean idle air bypass thing. Forgive me, I don't know the proper name for it. Main. It's out of focus, but you get the idea. They were clean before anyway. There's our idle jet. Idle air mixture thing. I'm trying not to dice up this fitting too much. I don't know if I'm even going to change these fuel lines though. They're still nice and super flexible. Like, I think I'll just leave them on for now. I guess I don't know if I showed my carb boot repair yet or not. Been trying to just give it as much time as possible with the shed heated. Give that stuff good time to cure. Because it's on there obviously way thicker than it's supposed to be. So just want to make sure it's cured all the way through. Give me my best chance at a super redneck sketchy repair actually working. See if we can get that oil line out of there. Oh yeah, I forgot about needing to drain it. I want to change that whole oil line. It just goes from the tank to the oil pump. This oil line is like super stiff. I don't really trust it. It'll eventually crack someday and drain my oil. I'm also going to blow this screen out with some brake clean back and forth. I mean, I'd recommend just buying a new one. I mean, it's the best thing, but I'm pretty sure they're just little screens in here. So in that case, I usually just blow them out. Alright, well that's finally done draining. Let's see if we can get this chunk of hose off of here. There she goes. There we go. So flow is that way, so first thing I'm going to spray backwards. Oh yeah, a little chunker. I would recommend hitting this with compressed air too, just to make sure you got all that brake clean dried out and to blow out anything else that might be trying to hang out in there still. I'm just trying to look inside of it here to see what kind of a filter it is, and I believe it's just like a screen. Yeah, that's what it is. You're never going to be able to see in there, but it's just... it's a screen, just trust me. At least mine is anyways. I don't know. If you're not sure if yours is just a screen or not, you better just get a new one. Alright, time to measure out our new hose. And we're going to make sure our arrow here is pointing towards the engine. Oh dang it! My hose is just a hair too short. You gotta be kidding me. I'm making sure we have enough this time. There, no, way too much. Cut it off. I forgot. I wanted to fill that reservoir before attaching that hose onto the oil pump there, because I wanted to let the air bleed out or whatever. That hose is really tight on there. Alrighty then, I'm going to pour some oil in, and when it starts running out of that hose, I'm going to then put it onto the oil pump. Then at least that air that's in the hose and stuff will be eliminated. There. That'll hold her on. Oh, it doesn't even fit on there. Ha! Alright, I'm going to take that choke to the shop and see if I can grind some of them threads off on the bench grinder. I'll update you on the results of that. Alright, well I got a little wee bit of oil in this thing, and I wanted to put my premixed gas in here to give her a prime. Maybe help lubricate the crank bearings and stuff with a prime, but I need to get rid of this oil first. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these plugs off, and I forgot I incoherently left my wrench somewhere. We're going to go find that. Yeah, those are brand new plugs. Look at that. Looks like they put the new plugs in, it ran like crap, they shut it off and sold it. That's about exactly how much use is on these plugs. Ooh, that one's gunky. Oh, this one plug is a little grodier looking. And call it good for now. I'm just going to be replacing these plugs. We got different plugs in every cylinder here. We got BR9ES and these two cylinders. Then we got a BR9ECS for this cylinder. I'd like to think that that premixed gas kind of got down into the bearings and helped lube them up. Probably have to put a lot of non-vaporized gas in there to actually lube the bearings up properly, but it's the thought that counts, you know. I think I'm going to not worry about balancing these carbs until I get the thing running. Now I'm going to give her one good yank to make sure any excess oil is out of the cylinders. Well, she's spinning real nice, so. Awesome! We've got complete full 3-cylinder sparkage. I'm going to go ahead and put pre-mixed, I don't know, 40 to 1-ish. I had that oil hose apart and stuff, so I'm worried there might be some air pockets in there, so I'm going to go ahead and just run pre-mixed for 6 liters or so. And then too, I can make sure that the oil level is actually going down when it's running. Make sure the oil pump actually works. Alright, I believe it's the moment of truth. Will it run? One pull! Well, I primed it, so it's cheating, but she runs! I forgot to show you guys my redneck choke fix here. She got a little wild. Just got to kind of find the sweet spot. And you give it a turn, and there you go. There's your choke. I'm a happy camper. Okay, let's open his door before the fumes explode in the stove here. Gotta love when the smoke rolls out, boys. You know something's running. I love that smell. That's the smell of victory right there. You can just see where the smoke's hitting the stove heat and it's going straight up. Guess I should probably put that air box on real quick and go take her for a quick little test spin. Oh, I gotta put some chain case oil in it. Of course, I don't have actual chain case oil, so I'm just gonna slap some Dextron in there for now. It'll be fine. I just can't leave well enough alone. I was gonna go take this thing for a joyride before I balance the carbs, but now the most tricky part is to find a spot where you guys can sit, show you what's going on here. Oh. YouTube struggles. You can kind of see what's going on here with these left two. This is what I mean by balancing the car. Okay, you see the plungers moving in there when I hit the throttle? Now look at how much the plunger on the right is going up before the plunger on the left starts to go up. Like, that's a good 1/4 inch. We need to make adjustments here so that all three of these plungers are going up at the exact same time. There we go. Now you can see them all. There. It looks like the middle one's the first one to start moving. Then the one on the right starts moving. And then after all those go up, the one on the left starts to move. Perfect, perfect. Not trying to brag, I try to be a humble person, but that is smack dab. It's just one big click now. Awesome. I guess it's time to fire it up and see how it sounds. It would backfire. Sounds pretty happy to me. I'll have to put the air box on and get her nice and warmed up, then I'll tweak the idle properly. Oh, she's gonna move. Alright, let's get some oil in that chain case. I didn't even think to look at the speedometer to see if it's counting. I'm willing to bet you any money it isn't. You like it? These are loose. Or wait. Oh, never mind. I'm out to lunch. I thought this adjustment was loose, but it's just the cable. Totes normal. Did I just say totes? My tripod. there. Darling, what's you doing? Hmm? Hmm? You want to go outside? Hey? Nah, you don't. You going? Alright, found my wrench. Let's get this done, man. The sled's been hanging out in here for way too... Ah! Back to the friggin' shop. Well, the old chimney lit up. Just a little bit, though. She's cleaning out. She's really cleaning out.